wrestling.
4, 3.
Our beloved 8% Hard AF Seltzer is now live in over 2,500 locations across the United States. We're now available in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio, and Texas. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, enter your city or zip, and find the nearest location closest to you. Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by GhostBed.com. Yeah, welcome to Drinkin' Bros, kids. Live on a Sunday night. Had to go to our brewery in Nashville to test out the new college cans. University of Michigan, here it is. Right in your face. God bless, these things are good, aren't they, Anthony? Mm-hmm. Man, these turned out great.
Tasty.
Holy cow.
It's a tasty beverage, as a black man would say.
Yeah, a tasty beverage.
Well, Samuel L. Jackson specifically.
A tasty beverage.
No, he didn't say it like that. He said, that is a tasty beverage, I think. Or was it a tasty burger?
Burger.
Either way, he liked the beverage as well.
That is a tasty burger.
Was it a burger or was it a beverage?
It was Big Kahuna Burger. I think it was burger.
It was a burger.
I'm pretty
you
sure,
washed it down. It does take a ominous drink before murdering everyone.
Well, right, it does.
I don't know that I would consider that murder necessarily. Like if somebody has wronged you and you're taking vengeance and it's vengeance, it's not necessarily murder.
I agree.
I mean, they stole Homeboy's soul. You should be able to kill somebody for that.
I agree.
Like, of all the things you can fucking clip somebody over, I feel like that right up there at the top of the list.
Is that confirmed it was a soul?
I mean, it was either that or some really shiny gold Krugerrands. I don't know what the fuck else would have been.
Yeah, I've never gotten the answer. You
know what we should do? Let's kidnap Tarantino and make him tell us.
Be great.
Although he's got a pretty strong constitution. He made his die.
Yeah,
but we'll find out. I'll definitely push him to the limit.
All right. He's down in Austin here and there with Robert Rodriguez and those guys. Welcome to the show, kids. All right, let's get after it here today. The decision is Josh Shapiro? Josh Shapiro for VP, huh?
Yeah, like I told you.
Yeah, same. I said the same, and I said...
Delco didn't want it to be because he loves him.
I know. So, Delco, you said no. Why?
I just think it's stupid.
He's your governor there. I don't know much about the guy. We'll kind of go through him tonight.
It makes a lot of sense in one way, and it makes the least sense of all the potential VP selections in a much more important sense, in my opinion.
Okay.
Right? Like...
How?
Makes sense in that you want and need Pennsylvania to win. I don't think they can win without Pennsylvania specifically, because they're not going to win North Carolina again. Probably not going to win Georgia again either, unless Trump keeps going down there and insulting everybody in Georgia for some fucking reason. But unlikely that they can win without Pennsylvania, so it makes sense there because he is a somewhat popular governor in Pennsylvania. Very bad decision in that he's both not just Jewish but Zionist, like super pro-Israel, and has said some pretty harsh things about not just Hamas, but Palestine, Palestinians in general as human beings, right, in the past. He said some pretty nasty things about them. Now, I agree with everything he said, right? But the people in Michigan that he needs to vote for their ticket to win in Michigan don't agree, right?
Right. It's going to be bad up in Michigan, and that's their worst one. But I guess who is she going to pick? Because if you need Michigan or Pennsylvania... I don't know that two chicks together at the same time.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
Fun.
I don't know. Whitmer probably wasn't a great selection.
Not sure, but for you, Delco, what do you know about him? He's your governor up there.
I mean, I don't know much because I don't live there.
Yeah, but you don't talk to the people. Like when Trump shit on Kemp the other day in Georgia, we fucking hate him down there. So like, I hate Kemp. I wish that guy was gone. I hate our governor in Georgia.
My parents.
Why do you hate him?
Yeah, my parents are pretty down the middle, so they're fine with him.
Why do I hate Kemp?
Yeah, he also in June he had a 63% approval rating according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. I don't think Georgia hates Kemp.
Gross, dude. I doubt it. Let me ask you: does Pennsylvania like Shapiro?
Yeah.
So with this, they would probably win the state of Pennsylvania then, correct?
I don't know about that.
Why?
It's just so late in the game. Also, if he has aspirations to be in president, being VP in general, even if you win, it's not the road.
Yeah, I mean, he can't say no though. Not after all this.
No, there's nothing you can do.
So the mayor accidentally leaked it.
Yeah,
and if you look at her, she
We'll
looks like a leaker too.
Sure, not a pusher.
Definitely not a pusher. Yeah,
We'll play the clip. Go ahead there and play it. This was from the mayor of Philly. Rewind it.
Oh God.
Here with leaders from
I'm a
across
leaker,
our
not a
region.
pusher.
Kamala Harris is on the road to victory.
And the road goes through Pennsylvania.
And in Pennsylvania, we're united behind her. The woman that's tough and can lead.
Are we ready to
I mean,
fight
she's
for
just an
it?
absolute imbecile, by the way.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to some of it. But
It's going to do right by labor. It's going to do right by working people.
who is this asshole?
I can't think of a better partner than our Governor Josh Shapiro.
His policies have not only supported the working class, but have set standards for progressive leadership that benefits all citizens.
Philadelphia building trades.
IBW for Kamala Harris.
Montgomery County. Bucks.
Delco.
Chester.
South Philly. North Philly.
We're getting behind Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris for president. And Josh Shapiro.
Josh Shapiro.
Josh Shapiro for vice president. Now we need you. Let us and Kamala Harris know you stand with her. Together, we can do this. We are one city.
One region.
There you go. She posted it. Everybody freaked out, and it was just like, okay. To me, though, I think this is the only choice.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, frankly, I would have reached out to Kennedy, but I don't know that he would have taken it.
RFK Jr.?
Yeah.
Not a fucking million years, dude. He just dumped a fucking cub in New York City.
We'll get to that later.
Do you just punt on Arizona, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, Kelly would have been a good choice as well, because they're going to lose Arizona.
Who has more? Doesn't Pennsylvania have more?
Yes,
Electoral
Pennsylvania
votes?
has the most of anything that's up in the air by far. It's
Yeah.
like 19 electoral votes. I think Georgia's 16, Arizona's like 11, and then it's real. But really, like the three most winnable states for Democrats are Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're going to lose Michigan now because of this choice, and Michigan's 15. Mm-hmm. And they're going to lose Arizona, which was a swing state, which is 11, I think. Arizona, I don't remember. Let's see. Arizona is it's not even on here.
We're not going to get it for 3 months after the election.
Oh yeah,
So
don't
it
even
doesn't
worry
matter.
about it. I mean, I like how we're all pretending like this. This is like this is really like standing around one of those electric horse races in Vegas, gambling on my guy's gonna fucking win. Like it's not like it's real in any sense of the word.
Which is why you should go to mybookie.com and use their live casino, because you've got real people dealing.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
Promo code Drinkin, bros. Doubles that first deposit of $2,000.
unlike the way we conduct our elections, which is just fucking stupid, right? Like
Yeah.
it's none of it's real anymore. It's all, but it's good. It's entertaining, I guess. And then we'll get to see what kind of war we're in, I suppose.
Yeah,
afterwards. But yeah, he's Bob. Look up what Shapiro's had to say about Hamas. He basically said that they have, like, God, I can't remember the exact phrase he used, but it was something to the effect of they're too warlike, so they'll never accept any kind of peace.
That's great.
Yeah, we're going to war, baby. Let's do it.
Well, we're probably going to war. We'll do that on fake news tomorrow.
No, not about Hamas, dude. About Palestine.
Palestine.
About Palestinians, not about Hamas. That's what I'm saying. That's way worse.
Because with Shapiro, you're really going to bury.
No, it's from a
Michigan.
paper he wrote back in the day, I think. Hang on.
Oh, okay. I would say I'm looking at videos right here.
Play one of them. Fuck
Okay,
it.
here's.
Let's
I'll
just see it for funsies.
I'll
Bob.
just
It's Sunday night. And you're drinking.
I'll just read it to you. Palestinians will not coexist peacefully. They do not have the capabilities to establish their own homeland and make it successful, even with the aid of Israel and the United States. They are too battle-minded to be able to establish a peaceful homeland of their own. Now, I don't know how that's going to play with all the Muslims in Michigan and in Minnesota and so on. I don't think there's a risk that they'll lose Minnesota. But Michigan, they're probably going to lose now, I would think.
I would think so, but you got to take the shot. This is the only person.
No, Mark Kelly would have been a good option as well.
No, but if you're looking at electoral college votes.
This doesn't
Pennsylvania is
even.
going to bring in more than Arizona.
It doesn't. It very rarely does bringing on the VP from a state bring you that state. That doesn't happen.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, that's why you do it. That's
Then why did
that-
Biden win California?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when's the last time it worked?
Trying to think. So it actually
Like
might work
when's the
with
last
Gore.
time it was even relevant? Actually,
Who's Gore's VP?
No. It worked.
Gore's from D.C.
No,
so
it
it
worked
wasn't
with
him.
Clinton as Gore as the D.
Okay.
Yeah, so
yeah,
Clinton
yeah.
won Tennessee in '96. I assume in '92 as well.
Yeah, but Clinton won Tennessee because didn't he win Alabama as well?
He won Georgia. So in '92
He definitely won
Georgia,
Arkansas.
Tennessee, Arkansas. '96 he
Clinton
won.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Clinton
dude.
won Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah,
In '92.
he's a Southern boy.
He is.
Southern boy.
God, he was great. He was a great
That,
orator.
that one
guy,
doesn't
too.
count. Al Gore did not win him Tennessee.
Tennessee's usually pretty fucking red, man.
Yeah,
Let me
not
look
back
at
then.
Dude, Bush, well, I guess it was a blowout in '88, but Bush won Tennessee. Obviously, Reagan won Tennessee both times.
Yeah, but I bet Jimmy Carter won Tennessee.
Let me see. Oh, that's Reagan again.
We could ask him because he's still alive.
Jimmy won Tennessee.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
We could have just asked him.
So if there's a Southerner from, or if there's a Southerner running for president, it doesn't matter who the VP is.
A blue dog Democrat,
yeah,
if
blue
you will.
dog. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It hasn't worked in any of our lifetimes. Is the point?
And by
Not
the way,
once.
Gore lost Tennessee in the 2000 election.
No
He was running for
fucking
president.
way.
Yeah, exactly. See, it's
He
not,
lost his
it
own
hasn't,
state?
It hasn't worked one time in our fucking entire. And it's another one of those. Maybe it seems incongruous or something like that because we all seem to think that it works in the same way that we think, oh, being VP first will make you a good president. They never get elected. 4 times in all of American history has it happened.
So Kerry lost North Carolina, which is purple, and that was Edwards State. And then I don't know. I mean, you get but the Democrats have not actually.
I mean,
really,
we only need to talk about winners here, bud.
I know. I'm trying to say, yeah. There aren't winners. Is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Well, actually, there are, but it's of deep red or deep blue
Yeah,
states.
yeah. So it doesn't. This doesn't mean shit, frankly.
Well, then let's say she loses Pennsylvania. He's the VP. How does he go back to being governor of his own state after that?
Oh, it happens all the time. What do you mean?
Is it really?
Yeah.
And everybody's just cool with it? Like, hey, man, we're fine with you as governor. We just definitely hated you as vice president.
Well, do you think
president.
if you think if Ron DeSantis, if Trump wasn't in the picture, Ron DeSantis ran for president and lost, would he be welcome back in California or in Florida? Of course he would. They love him there.
Yeah.
So if he's got a 61% approval rating in Pennsylvania, that does not mean that people are going to vote for Kamala Harris. She's down big in Pennsylvania.
But if, like, going back to what you said about DeSantis, he wouldn't lose Florida. That's the thing.
DeSantis, no, I'm not saying he would lose. You're talking about if he lost Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
If Shapiro lost, if the
yeah.
ticket lost Pennsylvania.
Yes.
I don't know. If it's there's not a good example of that right now. But no, I don't think that would have any effect on anybody, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so. And it's the left is trying to they're bluffing really, really hard right now. Have you noticed how hard they're bluffing on the debate thing specifically? Like, oh, Trump's afraid. Like, I promise you, he's not afraid.
No.
Like of all the things he is, petulant sometimes, and ego gets out of control. Doesn't really hold his tongue well. You know, goes to Georgia and insults everybody when that's a state he needs to win. Afraid is not on the roster of things he is. So it's really dumb.
I agree with him, though, for wanting to do the debate on Fox. The first one was on CNN.
Sure, yeah.
He agreed to that, which was shocking to me. And I said that on the show. I was like, man, I wouldn't have fucking agreed to CNN, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
Right out of the gates, they lose their entire candidates. And now it's like, all right, great. Can we do the other one on Fox? What's the fucking issue here? I don't understand.
Well, I mean,
now he's got to debate 2 different people.
If I'm Trump, I do both. I say, meet me September 4th on Fox. Then we'll do ABC. You get the last one on your side.
Okay.
And if she like balks at that and tries to pretend that ABC, right now they're trying to pretend that ABC is neutral. Trump just had last week a defamation suit against ABC go forward in federal court, which means he's going to win the case. Like there's a literal defamation suit against that that quote unquote news organization right now. So how can you possibly call that a neutral site? Like fuck off, man.
And
It's
the guy
not.
who's the head of their political fucking talking heads over there. It's him.
Yeah,
so
he's
the
named.
guy.
He's named like the guy who would almost certainly be one of the moderators. Almost certainly is literally getting sued by Trump, and the case has gone forward for defamation. He's named in the suit. Like, come on, man.
Or doing the after show. So he's either going to do the after show or do
he would be
the actual...
He's always one of the moderators when they do a debate on ABC.
Do they have the moderators up, Bob, on ABC yet?
Not yet, but he should for sure take it no matter what. Who does it? Because just let Harris riff, because she'll say nothing.
Yeah,
no, I agree.
So here's, I'm going to show you right now how I know they're bluffing. Because everybody's got access to all this shit. I don't believe that nobody knew that Joe Biden was a retard. Everybody knew, right? Everybody is known for some time. We've been talking about it since like 2018. We've been talking about it in earnest, like, please don't let this guy anywhere near the office since 2019. Bob, go to your Twitter DMs. So here's Kamala talking about how she's going to fix inflation when she becomes president.
Where was this?
The first one I sent you, so the one below that at the bottom.
It's Noyce Smart being libertarian
with the American flag in the background. Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember where she was given this address, but it was last week.
Okay.
What else are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up, and families and individuals are dealing with the realities.
Watch her keep checking her notes, but there's nothing there, buddy.
That bread costs more, that gas costs more.
She's trying to fucking
and we have to understand what that
stall
means.
so she can find something in her notes.
That's about the cost of living going up. That's about having to stress and stretch limited resources. That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level, something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously, very seriously. And we know from the history of this issue in the United States that when you see these prices go up, it has a direct impact on the quality of life for all people in our country. So it's a big issue, and we take it seriously. And it is a priority, therefore.
What you just said.
What? Oh, yeah, you can stop it here because they'll ding us, but holy shit.
Yeah.
Which, not great if you're running for president with that kind of answer, but, it makes me relate to her a little bit. Going up for like a group project, and I didn't really do my part, so I'm just kind of going for it.
You're just kind of riffing, dude.
Let's not try to smooth out the edges, because she is running for fucking president.
I know. The other wild part is it appears as if they've been trying to hide her purposely to not do these interviews because this is what happens. And holy shit.
Well, I don't know if that's the worst one. So here she is explaining cloud storage. Like on the internets, online.
Sure. Go ahead and play this.
So you're now no longer are you necessarily keeping those private files in some file cabinet that's locked in the basement of the house. It's on your laptop, and it's then therefore up here in this cloud that exists above us, right? It's no longer in a physical place. So you're now no longer are.
Oh my God, dude.
That's Silicon Valley right there.
Oh my, she's literally talking to IT people.
Yeah.
Like they're fucking children. My God, dude.
To be fair, that's exactly how I explain it to people as well. But I'm not running for president.
Yeah, you shouldn't be in charge of anything.
No.
And neither should she.
No.
I think I like her more, though.
Because of this?
Because of these clips.
What's she going to be like in a debate? Because the primary one was different because there was 12 candidates on the stage. You only get maybe 8 to 14 minutes worth of time total.
She didn't speak much at all. Bob, I bet you can look it up how much time
I'm sure
Kamala Harris actually talked in the 2020.
The only thing that I remember, I was going to say, the only thing that I remember is her trashing Biden, saying he was a racist. Dead serious. Like, that's the only thing that, from my memory, I can remember from her in that debate.
Yeah, it was the school bus dig. Let me see.
Also, against Pence, where she's like, I'm talking.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, she didn't actually ever answer any questions. She just said, excuse me. Excuse me. Mr. Vice President, excuse me.
Which
is, oh, cool, man.
It's kind of funny, I feel like both Trump and Kamala Harris would be best served by letting the other person speak as much as possible during the debate.
You let the other person light themselves on fire.
I don't know. Trump did a pretty good job in the first one. We'll see how he does this time.
I want to see Ohio State play against not an FBS school. You know what I mean? Like, I need to see.
No, I know what you want to see, Bob, but we're trying to keep the country from burning down real quick. So
there's that.
No, I'm just saying it was a layup for him because, I mean, Biden was as horrific as
I see.
Possibly imagine.
It's a 50-point spread.
But honestly, let's say if him v. Biden was a 50-point spread, what's your honest take on him v. Harris? What's the spread on that?
I don't think he can help himself. He might.
No, forget about that. Forget about the tone and tempo and all that shit. I'm talking about just having a conversation and answering questions.
I think no answers really.
I don't think it's double-digit spread. I mean, the answers.
It's like a 40-point spread.
The answers he gave in that first debate, he literally was like, they kill babies after they're born. Like, he said crazy shit, but no one remembers because Professor Farnsworth was across the fucking stage.
No, the
shitting his pants.
But the story he's referring to
he went beyond the Northam story. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, play that fucking thing.
I know the Virginia thing
it's
you're talking about.
It's my favorite because it's that voice that I always do. It's that old Southern man, and we're going to keep the babies warm, and then once we get them out of there and take them off. I think that's what he was referring to.
Are you saying that it wasn't real?
Yeah, was that not a real story?
Oh, it's definitely real.
No, yeah, Northam said, but he said they're doing this in states. Every state abortion's illegal. Like, he was like, they're doing this. They are, and which they didn't even do in Virginia.
So that's the story that guy told wasn't real?
No, I don't know what he was saying. It was like an insane, I dumped a bear in Central Park story.
Well, that happened. I would imagine.
True,
Who would say that if it didn't happen?
Pull up that guy, by the way, because it's Sunday. Who gives a shit? Pull up that old Southern guy. I'd love to see that clip again.
Depending
and find
on
out if that's real.
I don't know what New York's laws are with regard to bears, but in some states that's like a $25,000 fine.
It's a big boy
and
fine.
like 10 years in prison.
Yeah, it's a big boy fine there. Is this it?
Yeah.
No. I'm not talking about this guy.
But did that play it? But did this ever happen then?
No, I don't know anything about what this guy said.
No,
watch. Have you seen this?
I think this is a cloud story.
Yeah, I know what I've seen this before, but I don't know anything about the veracity of this.
Play it real quick. So this isn't true?
There was a very contentious committee hearing yesterday when Fairfax County Delegate Kathy Tran made her case for lifting restrictions on third trimester abortions as well as other restrictions now in place. And she was pressed by a Republican delegate about whether her bill would permit an abortion even as a woman is essentially dilating, ready to give birth, and she answered that it would permit an abortion at that stage of labor. Do you support her measure and explain her answer?
Yeah, and I wasn't there, Julie, and I certainly can't speak for Delegate Tran, but I would tell you first thing I would say, this is why decisions such as this should be made by providers, physicians, and the mothers and fathers that are involved. There are, when we talk about third trimester abortions, these are done with the consent of obviously the mother, with the consent of the physicians, more than one physician, by the way. And it's done in cases where there may be severe deformities, there may be a fetus that's non-viable. So in this particular example, if a mother is in labor, I can tell you exactly what would happen. The infant would be delivered. The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired. And then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mother. So I think this was really blown out of proportion. But again, we want the government not to be involved in these types of decisions. We want the decision to be made by the mothers and their providers. And this is why, Julie, that legislators, most of whom are men, by the way, shouldn't be telling a woman what she should and shouldn't be doing with her body.
And do you think multiple physicians should have to weigh in, as is currently required? She's trying to lift that requirement.
Well, I think it's always good to get a second opinion and for at least two providers to be involved in that decision, because these decisions shouldn't be taken lightly. And so, I would certainly support more than one provider.
All right, let's go back to the...
You're good to go. So this never happened, or that wasn't true?
Yeah, all of that's true.
Okay. So
what do you mean it's true? He said it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people. There's,
but if that's a bill that was proposed, obviously that's based on a real case.
Yeah, there were people that were trying to pass bills around the country actually in
They're proposed
2014 and 16, I think. I don't think I've seen any since 2016. But
I think that's the equivalent of saying that a Trump administration would ban abortion all around because Representative Crazy Fuck from Arkansas put a bill on the floor saying that abortion should not be legal at all. It's like, see, Trump support, this is a Republican thing because a crazy person fucking put it on the floor.
So you're saying this was just a bill and this story actually never happened?
The bill definitely didn't pass, I don't think.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there have been states that allow for third trimester abortion. That's an absolute fact.
I don't believe it's blanket. I believe it's like it said in the thing with like severe birth defects or non-viable pregnancies. Because abortion doesn't just mean like, I don't want to do it. Like abortion's a blanket term. Even if you abort a baby even if a baby that's never going to live is terminated, that's considered an abortion.
Is that real?
Why? Who carries honestly, in a state that allows for third trimester termination, who carries it until they're 8.5 months pregnant? That's not a thing.
Yes, it is.
No, it's definitely not.
It is.
That is retarded.
You would do a test early on.
There are some tests you don't see until later. It is extremely rare in any case, even when it is legal. But yes, it is a thing. I'm telling you.
That's definitely not a thing. So
no,
I know you've been to the OBGYN a lot.
I have, motherfucker, but like, hey, I can show you my 3D print. When you go in for kids, do you not get a 3D scan of the baby?
Doesn't show you everything in the first trimester, second trimester.
It's pretty goddamn close. Holy shit. I'll bring mine in. I mean, goddamn, I feel like he was living in my house at that point after the first trimester. It's really goddamn good. And if there's a deformity, they'll tell you pretty fucking easy. So I think that's what Trump was referring to. And like, hey, dude, it does happen in these states. There's nothing you can say about that. I mean, that's fucking true.
Yeah, but it's not like it is like trying to blame somebody for something somebody in their family did, almost. Because Bob is right about that part. It's not fucking common, one. And two, that doesn't, I don't think, maybe it does, but I don't think it represents the position of most Democrats.
I don't either.
I would be.
I don't either.
I would be shocked if that were the case.
There's a chick in the chat that says, I carried my terminal baby full term after finding out at 21 weeks.
Why?
I don't know. Ask her. Amber, I believe, is the one saying it.
Yeah, why that? Because, 21 weeks, that makes sense.
I don't know why.
That makes sense. Why do it then for the full term?
And I think what is viability? 28 weeks, 25 weeks?
I think it's 25 now, I believe.
I think it is,
But
too.
I think it's getting closer to 20 with modern tech and shit.
It is, which, by the way, is one of the biggest lies Democrats tell when they're like, we only care about viability. And it's like, well, viability fucking changes as science changes.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we don't believe in science anymore. Like,
they don't know what a woman is. So,
right. I have plenty of problems with Democrats' views on abortions. I'm just saying the third trimester thing that he's saying they'll kill it after, like that is the vision that he wants to put in your head, that a lot of crazy people want to put in your head, is that some mom is fucking however many weeks pregnant and is like, I don't want to do this. I want to go back and party. Put a hanger
sure.
in
And then
that
the vision that Democrats want to put into your head is a girl who just fucking craps her baby out into a dumpster,
right?
Because she didn't have access to an abortion.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. Both of those people are pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And it doesn't happen
Congratulations. Well, maybe it does or doesn't. I don't give a shit. That's just a fucking, you got to be a real piece of work.
I spend a lot of time in dumpsters, and yeah, man, I don't see that many.
Gary does too. He's been looking for a raccoon lately.
He sure has.
He was looking for Hunter's guns, actually.
Oh, well.
Well, they're in there.
Yeah.
They're definitely in there. And if it could get any fucking crazier here, we'll go to RFK Jr. I didn't know this story about the bear. So apparently the New Yorker is about to release a hit piece on RFK Jr.
But why?
I know why.
Like, honestly.
You know why.
No, I don't.
He's going to take votes away from Kamala.
No, he's not.
Fuck yeah,
he's not taking votes from anybody. He's barely on the fucking ballot in most places. This is like, honestly.
There's people that love him.
This is like game planning for a quarterback that's been out of the league for 6 years. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the people that love him are like the worst libertarians you know.
Like it's the libertarians that would vote for Chase Geiser, who is the Libertarian national candidate, and he's a total fucking like, let's go trans and fucking all this bullshit.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't know who he is because he's a fucking imbecile. He's just a complete useless waste of skin and bone. But that's the same people voting for Kennedy or the people voting for him.
I don't know, man. A transsexual teaching my kids how to read in a TP while taking PCP sounds oddly libertarian to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
It doesn't, though, because your kid can't consent to any of that.
Yeah, it's true.
The core libertarian is property rights, and the ultimate property is your body, right?
Yeah. So with this, he's trying to get ahead of this story. He does Roseanne Barr's podcast here, and it's about him killing a bear and dumping it in Central Park. Now, there's some confusion of whether or not he killed the bear or he saw the dead bear and then put it in the park. Play this clip, man, because we just walked into this and this was trending number one.
I mean, who sees a dead bear and drags it into Central Park?
That's heavy.
It's heavy, and it's like, oh, I found it. Like, you're dragging a dead body, and a cop's like, hey, what the fuck? He's like, oh, I'm holding it for a friend. You know what I mean? Like, get out of here.
I want to point out real quick, too, I think this was shot in Austin.
Oh, yeah, she lives nearby.
Well, are we supposed to say that?
There's a beef rib right there on screen. So
Yeah.
he's eating somebody's barbecue.
She lives here.
Yeah, she moved. Everybody knows that she moved here.
All right. As long as we didn't fucking out it. Go ahead.
I was taking a group of people falconing up in Goshen, New York, up in the Hudson Valley.
Falconing?
And I was supposed to meet them there at like maybe 8 or 9. I was driving up maybe, really early, like 7. And that woman in a van in front of me hit a bear and killed it, a young bear. So I pulled over and I picked up the bear and put him in the back of my van because I was going to skin the bear, and it was very good condition, and I was going to put the meat in my refrigerator. And you can do that in New York State. You can get a bear tag for a roadkill bear.
Okay, so legal.
So then
Fair enough.
we went hawking, and I had the bear in my car. And then we had a really good day, and we went late. We were catching a lot of game, and the people really loved it, so we stayed late. And instead of going back to my home in Westchester, I had to go right to the city because there was a dinner at Peter Luger's Steakhouse. And at the end of the dinner, it went late, and I realized I couldn't go home. I had to go to the airport. And the bear was in my car, and I didn't want to leave the bear in the car. Because
no way this
that
is
would
real.
have been bad. So then I thought, at that time, this was the little bit of the redneck in me. There'd been a series of bicycle accidents in New York. They had just put in the bike lanes, and saw a couple of people that got killed, and it was every day.
I don't mind any of
People
this.
badly injured.
I'm confused about it.
The press. And so I thought, I wasn't drinking, of course, but people were drinking with me who...
You don't say that. You don't say that. I wasn't drinking, of course. No one asked.
Somebody asked me to get rid of it. I said, let's go put the bear in Central Park and we'll make it look like he got hit by a bike. It'll be funny for people. So everybody thought, that's a great idea. So we went and did that, and we thought it would be amusing for whoever found it or something. The next day, it was like, it was on every television station. It was the front page of every paper, and I turned on the TV, and there was like a mile of yellow tape, and there were 20 cop cars. There were helicopters flying.
This is the best story I've ever heard.
God.
Maybe.
This is the only thing he's ever said that I liked. That's fucking hilarious. That sounds like some shit some dudes in a frat would do.
In tie-back suits with gloves on, lifting up the bike, and they're saying they're going to take this up to Albany to get a fingerprinted. And I was worried because my prints were all over that bike.
Oh, God.
Luckily, the story died down after a while, and it stayed dead for a decade. And the New Yorker somehow found out about it, and they're going to do a big article on me, and that's one of the articles. So they asked me, the fact checker said, it's going to be a bad story.
Oh, man.
That's really funny.
That's really funny.
He clarified my only real concern was the legality of the situation. Not that I give a fuck about the law, especially not New York. New York's gay as shit. But just for the story's sake, right?
Yeah.
If you can get a tag and then skin the thing, because bear pelts are pretty expensive, right? And they're kind of dope if you've ever had a bear rug. And then it's not going to work out, so we're just going to stage a prank in Central Park. I'm obviously into that.
Yeah.
Now
Big
I don't,
fan of this story.
I think they may have been. He's lying about not being drunk. He was definitely drunk.
Hammered.
Only a fucking drunk person would even have that idea, much less fucking follow through with it. Right?
You don't say that. Oh, by the way, it was obviously not drinking.
Yeah,
unless you were drinking.
I wasn't smoking crack, but everybody was smoking crack over here. So that part's bullshit, but that's really funny. I just don't.
Wow.
I don't know that I agree with the assumptions they made to get there. Now, we might be the wrong group of people to ask here.
Sure.
But the average Central Park attendee walks down a trail and sees a fucking giant dead bear with a bicycle leaned up against it, and that's going to be a good time for them or something.
So the only thing that's really funny here. Well, no, everything's funny. But the only thing that's odd here is you're like, oh, man, yeah, he wasn't drunk, or maybe he was drunk, whatever. He did this when he was 60.
Yeah, it wasn't. This wasn't
10 years ago.
This wasn't a frat boy move. This was like 9.5 years ago.
This is so good, dude.
It's fucking great.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it definitely makes me like him more. Like in the same way when I found out George W. Bush crashed his car into the front of somebody's house. Drunk as fuck. Yep. It's like, I'm voting for him.
Yeah, I'm all
100%, right?
This, by the way, is the only thing I really want is to donate to RFK because you can win a day falconing with him.
So one of the things he said during that whole fucking monologue was about how they had caught a lot of game that day. So falconing isn't just like sending it out and then catching it, like letting it land back on your arm. Apparently it's fucking shit up.
Yeah, you go.
Is that right?
It goes and gets like rabbits and mice or
oh my god,
and maybe like probably birds like doves or something. I bet you dove hunt with it and shit.
I'd be down.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that'd be dope.
That'd be fun as fuck.
But him at the top of that story, just casually dropping in. I was out falconing that day. It was like,
yeah,
what?
Like
you know, that's a normal fucking day.
You know, like what you do on the weekends, falconing.
I mean, look at this photo. It's an insane photo.
It's a great photo. If you were a real falconer and you had a falcon like that, that's
how
a
much.
great pic.
How much does it cost to go falconing?
You get to go with Cheryl too. You falcon and whale watch. Oh wait, no.
Is she a falconer?
No,
she enjoy falconing?
You can whale watch with them in Hawaii, or you can falcon with them.
I do both.
Well,
I'd rather falcon.
How much does it cost to go falconing with RFK?
Yeah, what's the number they're looking for?
Because we might be able to do this.
And just Dan and I will go and falcon with RFK Jr. And then
we'll find a bear somewhere, and I'll show him how to really do a prank.
Yeah, we'll film it.
We'll put the bear behind the fucking. We'll drive a car into a tree, and then put the bear in the driver's seat.
And I'll be wasted.
Just put beer cans all over the floorboard of the car. It's like News 11, a drunk bear fucking killed 8 people.
Oh, there's no donation necessary to win.
Oh, it's just, we're not going to win a contest.
It's a sweepstakes. Yeah, it's a sweepstakes.
Fuck that.
God
but maybe you could.
When does the falconry take place? What date is that? Is it before the election?
I guess so. He's been falconing since he was 9 years old.
Well, look, man, you're born into it. You know? If you're gonna falcon,
are you saying you think Bobby Sr. was a falconer?
Fuck yeah, he was. Somebody's got to teach you to falcon.
I don't know, man.
At 9 years old, you don't become a falconer on your own.
It's probably one of the like cousins or uncles or something. I would imagine because there's a lot of Kennedys out there.
Yeah, I think
there is but somebody's
like
who's a falconer.
Who's Maria Shriver's dad? Because they're Kennedys.
Yeah, I forget. It's not the ginger one.
Or her mom. I mean, her
Sergeant
mom.
Shriver is the dad.
Yeah.
Eunice Kennedy.
Eunice, and she was one of Ed's and Bobby and Jack's sisters, right?
Yes. So she was Joe Sr.'s child.
Yeah. So Schwarzenegger was married to his niece, basically. Yeah. So there's a bunch of these motherfuckers out there. I don't think it would have been. Bobby was too busy, man. He was doing shit. He was trying to save the world.
He was.
Not that he would have done it. He was a leftist, but
yeah. I think looking back, you're right. It's got to be a family member. Does it say in there? I don't think it was Bobby. That we're really thinking about this, you're right. I don't think Bobby had the time.
I think after the election, we can probably get him on the show. He's probably too busy right now.
Well, hang on. When did Bobby get his fucking brains blown out?
79?
No. 68.
It was in the 60s.
Or 68. 69, I think. Was it
68 or 69?
Was it before the moon? Hold on.
It was before the moon.
Yeah.
I know that. I want to say it was 1968.
Robert Kennedy. 68, yeah, June.
Yep.
June 6th. Same as D-Day, 1968.
Yeah, he got offed in a kitchen. I got to see it.
Didn't they let that dick out of jail, Sirhan?
I
No.
think he got denied.
He got
parole.
denied, yeah.
I think
The other
so.
one got out.
Yeah,
the musician. The super sweet musician.
Oh, the one that, but Reagan didn't die though.
Oh, that's right.
So it was only attempted.
But even, fuck it. Even attempted, you need a fucking
JT in the chat, $5. Falconry uses small dog-like terriers to chase critters out of the burrows, and the falcon does its job. It's pretty dope. That does sound fun.
Dixie Rex gave us $50 and said for the Drinkin' Bros to party. We're already partying here. We're already drinking tonight. I'm going to say he got his head blown off before he falconed with him. So it's got to be another relative.
Yeah. I mean, how old was Bobby Jr.? How old was RFK Jr.?
So if he got offed in 68, like I said, he would have been probably 9. So it was probably after his dad. Somebody in the family took him out falconing to get over his dad getting his brains blown out.
Actually, wait, what year was RFK killed?
68.
So RFK Jr. was 14.
Oh,
okay, maybe then.
Maybe they falconed together. Who taught him this? God damn it, dude. Now I'm sad for the real RFK.
Oh, hold on. Here we go. In 2000,
You don't fucking assassinate a falconer.
said it was an assistant on rehiring. Oh, okay. So he was already a falconer. So he, the River Keepers.
Yeah.
Is
Now we're getting somewhere.
What is this? Hold on.
Is that a fucking group, dude?
Repeal legislation, the 104th Congress that he considered unfriendly to the environment. He wrote a book called The River Keepers, a history of the early river keepers and a primer for the water keeper movement. In 2000, a majority of River Keepers board sided with Kennedy when he insisted on rehiring William Wegner, a wildlife lecturer and falcon trainer. So it could have been another thing that he did later in life.
Damn it, man. You still wouldn't have him on the show after this story?
Yeah, but we're going to argue, and I'm going to tell him he's stupid about the political shit he believes.
Yeah, but this is fun. We've got fun stories. He's a falconer. He's fucking dropped off a bear in Central Park.
Yeah,
I know he's not going to win the election, but it'd be a fun show.
I'd hang out with the guy probably, but he's anti-gun, and that's going to be a problem for me.
Gotcha. At least you'll ask him about it. He'll answer any fucking question, by the way. I've seen a bunch of these podcasts that he's done and then go against, whatever he believes in, whatever. He'll at least sit and answer the fucking questions. I'll give him that. But yeah, the falconry shit, God, if there was a dollar amount, Bob, where we could, eBay, we could figure the fuck out, then yes, I would outbid it and do it. I'd go falconing with him for the day and shoot it. That'd be fun, dude. Then we could really get down to brass. Because I bet you he does blow and everything else. All those Kennedys raged. So I bet he's a good time in real life for sure. For sure. Cheryl Hines is fun. She's a lovely lady in person.
You can whale watch with them in Hawaii.
I don't give a fuck about whale watching, dude.
Me neither.
I can do that with anybody. It doesn't
go to my house and watch dolphins in North Carolina.
If we go whale watching, Bobby's not actually doing anything. It's not like he can fucking look at stuff better than me.
And with the waves, with how loud it is out there, you're not going to be able to hear his voice saying,
fuck that.
There's one in the distance.
But if he's launching a falcon and it's ripping people's eyeballs out of their heads, yeah, I'm 100% in on that.
And if a falcon comes back and then drops the eyeballs into my hand, let's fucking go,
Here,
dude.
I'll show you his falconry hype video real quick.
Oh, he's got a hype video?
Stop it.
Yeah.
Careful with the music in case it's something.
let's see it. Is it Like That by Future and Kendrick Lamar?
My uncle, President Kennedy, was in the White House at that time, and a lot of people were talking
it did
about
start as a
Camelot.
child.
And I read a book about Camelot, about the young King Arthur, called The Once and Future King by T.H. White.
It's a good book.
And T.H. White was a British falconer. And so he had a chapter in that book about young King Arthur and learning falconry. And I read that. It was very, very detailed and to me, absolutely riveting. And I told my dad and mom that that's what I wanted to do.
So you don't falcon with just falcons either? Like he'll use hawks and other birds of prey?
In my life since then that I haven't.
Because these are not all falcons.
What about a horse? Just runs up and kicks something to death?
Fucking great.
Like there's just like a herd of goats down there and the horse runs down and just kicks them to death.
Well, dude, could you imagine doing this with that one eagle that kills deer?
Oh, yeah. Or an Eagly from Peacemaker. Have you watched Peacemaker yet? You gotta watch it. It's really funny.
my life.
So we get a kill shot here in a second to show you. There's one, but bang.
Oh, it's snatched that fucker right out of the sky.
I think it's like a
dude.
duck or something. Yeah, they just like.
Sweet. It would not be doing
I would see my Falcon would have
doing
bling.
the same thing.
I might even put spinning rims on that thing.
I put a chain on it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like being allowed to hunt with a wolf pack. If the wolves would actually allow you to go out with them and follow them and observe them at close hand, it's this really sort of atavistic partnership where you're dealing.
All right, I'm
with
done listening to this.
Wait, look at that lady's eyes right there. Look at that pause on that lady's eyes. Holy shit. So whatever they killed, she's absolutely freaked the fuck out right now.
It was her other kid.
The Falcon killed the other baby, dude.
She's like, damn, I didn't like that one. That's good.
Holy shit, dude.
Which is, by the way, the only legal way to have a 4th trimester abortion.
Yeah.
Is with the Falcon.
Is with the Falcon. Now, for me, I want to be this rich where I can start doing shit like this. Because let's face it, this isn't a poor man's hobby.
That should be your goal. Instead of having a dollar amount of money that you want, that you can just like,
I don't want a Lambo or anything else. I want to own a Falcon.
The goal should be to have a completely ridiculous and unacceptable answer when somebody asks you what you're doing this weekend.
Yes.
Yes. Can you
That's what real wealth is.
I'm
all
falconing.
your Falcons commercial.
Jesus Christ.
Great. I remember we did for the media company, we did the life insurance policy. And Jared goes in there and they go, so, hey, what do you want to do after this and everything else with Black Rifle? And he goes, man, I'd really just love to race cars to the fucking life insurance people. They were like, I'm sorry, what? And he's like, yeah, I would like to be a professional car racer.
That's literally one of the questions on the form.
Yes.
Are you planning on racing cars or jumping out of airplanes and blah, blah, blah?
Yep.
And the answer is no, by the way. No matter what
you should always say no.
No matter what the real answer is.
Always say no if you're getting one of those things. And I'm in the other room and I'm listening to this and I'm like, oh my God, dude, are you a fucking retard? Like, no, just say no. And then cut to, what does he do? He's fucking racing cars endlessly. Jesus, what was the last? It wasn't like 40 hours or some fucking crazy thing. It was
I don't remember
like 9 states.
I mean, he does shit over at Rally Ready all the time. But yeah, there was one that was
no desire for that.
Pretty much cross country.
No desire for that, but I want a Falcon for sure. Like that seems like an enjoyable thing. Go out into the woods, no cell phone coverage, no internet, nobody bothering you. It's just you and your Falcon killing things.
Yeah, and if one of your kids pulls out a phone or iPad or something, you just send the Falcon after it. Grabs the phone or the iPad, dumps it in the lake, and then claws that motherfucker's eyes out.
Rip it right out of their hands.
Well, with one paw or whatever it's called.
One claw.
Talon?
Talon?
Claw? I don't know
what
it is.
Falcon
Foot.
talon?
Talon.
Well, talon is just a nail, though, right? What's the whole foot called? Just a foot?
Foot is a claw, I think.
Yeah, claw. So let's say claw, right? With one claw, it grabs the device. The other claw slashes it across the eyes.
Yeah.
One eye at a time. So you get 2 shots.
By the way, I saw this thing over the weekend. I want to ask you about it. Are we going to fucking war? Is that real?
Bob, if you want to look up,
because I think
it's SJ Res 106, I think.
When I saw, there was something from Lindsey Graham.
SJ Res would be 2 words.
There was something from Lindsey Graham too, and I was just like,
well, that's what this is. So
it is. Okay.
Yeah. So it's in committee. It's a resolution to authorize war with Iran.
Right now?
Yeah.
And when did this get passed? Or
it hasn't been passed. It's in committee right now. It just got put up into committee. So we'll see. I don't know if it actually.
There are no co-sponsors.
No, it's just Lindsey Graham.
Yeah.
He's just like I don't know if. I don't know if it's like every time people get too close to finding out he's gay, he's like, war.
Yeah.
War.
He's trying to hide it.
Yeah,
again?
and he's got like glitter on the side of his neck. He's like, no, look at that. We're going to war. I have no idea.
It's him and Cory Booker, who are the only 2 grown men who are single, no kids, nothing.
Tim Scott was married. Tim Scott was until
he's off the board.
Tim Scott was until fucking honestly, did he actually get married or was he just engaged?
Yeah, he was engaged.
He might get divorced now that he's not going to be the VP.
He just got married over the weekend.
Congratulations, Tim. Look at that. Is it a white one?
Oh, he got him in a white one. Yeah. Damn, she's kind of cute.
Got him in a white one. She sure is. Good for Tim.
She wants that power.
Good for Tim. Look at the way he's walking, too. That's a straight man.
No. I mean, look at
straight, very super straight, man.
The
Hugh Jackman walk right
The
there.
right hand is pretty gay. I would not let a woman hold my hand like that. Like holding hands, fine, but not like this.
I think Tim looks fabulous. I think he looks fabulous. Way to go, Tim. We're all super happy for you there.
I'm glad he got himself a wife because now, he looks less gay.
You know what's funny? Zoom in on that picture again, Bob. There's not a lot of black people there, and he's black.
Well, there's the one in the foreground on the right.
That's all I see. 1 out of 90? That's weird.
There's another one in the background over her right shoulder.
Okay.
There's a creepy-looking Jewish dude.
All right. Two black guys.
This means confirmed he finally lost his virginity.
Sure did.
Well, did somebody go into the room with him?
Yeah, I don't know if they did the bed check.
Yeah, I want a bed check for the consummation.
I bet she's pregnant in like an hour, dude. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Tim.
good. She's a good-looking lady.
Good for
him.
Good for Tim. It's good for super straight Tim Scott. But the thing that I'm reading here, and this is take it for what it's worth, this is the Jerusalem Post. It says Iran is expected to attack Israel as early as Monday. U.S. officials arrive in the Middle East. Why?
I don't care about Israel.
Me neither. That's their war.
Yeah.
Like that, hey, whatever you guys want to do, you want to do.
By the way, an update on before we get into this too deep, an update on the on Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. Those
9/11.
Yeah, those plea deals all got wiped out.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin said no.
No shit.
Probably because they were like, dude, like we let you have all your fucking weird trans people and whatnot, but you can't do this. Come on now.
All right.
Can't do that one.
So Austin finally got a dub, huh?
Yeah, but we're sending a bunch of fucking warplanes and shit over to the Middle East now. We're deploying a bunch of people, like 4,000 people, I think.
And you know that for a fact?
Let's see. We're sending one ship with 2,200 Marines from the 24th Marine Expeditionary Unit. And then there are already 6 Navy destroyers in the Middle East region. We're going to redeploy some of those over there. Yeah, we'll have like 4,000 to 5,000 people over there, plus a bunch of planes.
What is a destroyer? I've actually always wanted to say I don't know really. What is a destroyer's capability from like sea to land?
You mean like launching?
Yeah.
Ships or ordnance?
Ordnance.
It's pretty good. I mean, it depends on the loadout and shit like that, but I don't think they have any of the ones. Is fucking Beerworth in the chat? He would know about this. But there's
MC Cal says they're sending the Lincoln, the USS Lincoln.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. There's 2,200 Marines. There's a bunch of other like Navy people on there to keep the boat running and shit. But there's 2,200 Marines. So basically a division of Marine, or not a division, but a battalion of Marines. Brigade, maybe. I don't know how they distribute shit. Let's see. I know they've got cruise missiles. Let me look it up, actually.
2 battalions of Marines would be about between 2 and 4.
Okay.
Just on my Google search.
Modern destroyers displace about 8,000 tons, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what they fucking destroyer.
Because obviously they've got a couple guns, but I assume like a missile payload or whatever would be the main situation.
Yeah. USS Lincoln.
Lincoln's an aircraft carrier.
Yeah, that one's going as well. But it's got, let's see, hold on. Destroyer payload. I want to find out about this because it's going to make my dick hard.
It's rare we get to see you with a boner live on air.
Okay, so 90 missiles. 90. I would assume cruise missiles. It's going to have anti-surface warfare. So they have. I mean, the stuff that you would launch at the actual ground. They would have Tomahawks and cruise missiles. They'd have plenty of surface-to-air missiles as well. They've got the missile defense system as well, which is kind of like that. It's I don't know what kind of gun it is. I've never actually been on one of these things, but it's like a minigun or something that uses triangulation. If rockets coming in, just smacks it out of the sky. I wish we had a Navy guy in here. I don't know too much about this stuff.
So serious question. We got a dead guy in office. Who is making the calls if we actually go to war?
Fuck, I don't know.
How does that work? Is it the Secretary of Defense?
No. Only Congress is authorized to declare
They've
war.
never done it. We're just doing it anyway. So if we go, we're just going to go.
No, the Secretary of Defense, can order stuff, with from advice of the president, provided Congress has agreed to it,
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's
okay. Here we go.
Scary, man.
So
it's a weird one.
54 Mark 45 mod at 1/2. So 127 millimeter guns. Lightweight gun, phalanx, CIWS. I'm sure there's a way to say that. They have 25 millimeter cannon. High energy laser.
Close-in weapons system. David Wagner saying in the chat here.
Let's see.
The phalanx, as Frightening Me has said here in the chat.
DDG-62 naval strike missile. Those are Harpoon missiles. They replaced the Harpoon missile. Mark 41 vertical launching system. I don't know what any of this shit means.
David Ariel on the chat is saying a Tomahawk Tua, which is pretty dangerous.
No, that her life is over. No.
Did you hear Bill Maher asked her to do a sex show?
Complete fucking creep. God, what a piece of shit he is. So Tomahawk cruise missiles, ASROC missiles, and RUM-139. I don't know what kind of ordnance that is. It's made by Lockheed, though. It can blow a lot of shit up. There's one version, I don't know if it's in service, but they have a tungsten railgun that shoots a 65 foot long piece of tungsten, and I believe that it has the same energy, what would you call it, yield as a 2.5 kiloton nuke without any of the fallout. So you just wipe out a half-mile radius.
That would be so fun to watch.
So,
but no radiation afterwards.
From what I'm reading, most of our destroyers are something called the Arleigh Burke class, but then we have 3 of these fucking spaceship destroyers.
That looks like a Tesla Cybertruck.
Yeah, called the Zumwalt class.
Let's
I don't know if that's the one with the railgun.
That thing's fun. Let's do it. But would this help or hurt them if they went to war right now?
Who's the them?
Democrats in this situation.
I don't think it helps. I mean, how's it going to help? Because again, they need fucking Palestine people to vote for them to win this election. And if they start launching fucking bombs at Arab countries, then that's not going to be a good look for them. Even though there's a full-on revolution starting in the UK right now. So
I've heard that. So somebody wanted me to ask you about it. That DM'd me before we came here. How close is it? Like what's happening in the city?
I don't know, man. I mean, like I'm not there, so I don't know. But there's like people are running through the streets, setting fucking hotels that were set aside for immigrants. They just burned them to the ground. They burned down mosques, all kinds of shit.
Yeah, you got any video of this, Bob? I'd love to see it.
Which is kind of interesting because the kid. So it all started when this 17-year-old black kid stabbed some little girls or some shit.
Yeah, he walked into a ballet place, and there was 26 little kids learning ballet.
Yeah. So he stabbed and killed, I think, 3 little girls, and then, but his parents are they're Christian. They just happen to come from Africa, right?
Okay.
So a lot of people are like, well, why are you going after Muslims? And that's a reasonable question to ask on the surface. But the second question, or my response to that would be unchecked illegal immigration and people whose culture doesn't match up with ours are fucking murdering and raping people all over the goddamn country right now. That's why they're pissed. It doesn't matter if the dude is African or Middle Eastern or if he's Muslim or Christian. Good for them for not even stopping to ask the question, right? Some invaders came into my country and fucking killed little girls, and now we're going to fuck them up. That seems reasonable to me. It is time for a new crusade. I've been saying this a lot lately.
Play this video here, Bob. I haven't seen this. Oh, shit. This is going down, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you would smash up police cars and stuff. That doesn't make any sense. But, riots
By the way,
happen.
Can I show you the most dystopian part of this whole thing? Let me go back a second.
Well,
He's filming on, I guess, Snapchat, and a little thing pops up.
No need for this at all.
And it's like, hello, you are filming. Hooray.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
An emoji thing pops up like, yay, you are online.
That's where we're at, Bob. That's where we're at.
It's pretty funny.
They're also claiming, I guess, there's like a 2-tier police system when it comes to like how they treat immigrants compared to how they treat white people in England.
Well, that is true. We've had people on the show, and I know I said it in the past, but Ed Sheeran was talking about too, where it's just like they don't go into the neighborhoods. So whatever happens there, the police just do not go into those neighborhoods anymore.
Here they are outside of a mosque, I believe.
Okay.
And an Aldi.
They have Aldi's over there?
It's a European store, yeah.
No shit. I never liked it. Never liked Aldi. We had one in North Carolina. I wasn't a fan.
Aldi is the sister store of Trader Joe's, and it was founded by two brothers who like split off and did their own.
I like Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Whoever did that's the winner.
Trader Joe's
Agreed.
is garbage.
It's better than Aldi's.
Everything in Trader Joe's is fucking poison. It's like free trade poison. Congratulations.
It's fine, but it's better than
At least
Aldi.
Whole Foods has actual Whole Foods. Bob, I just sent you a video to your DMs and Twitter.
Well, Whole Foods is above everybody. But I'm just talking about in this particular matchup here, because Aldi's is like a dent in a fucking bean can.
So this is why people are pissed, because right now the fucking Prime Minister of England is getting on TV threatening everybody. We're going to fucking prosecute you and blah, this is terrorism and blah, blah, blah. Even the fucking chief of police or whatever their gay-ass word for it in England is, was like, we're going to fucking do this. This is unacceptable, making a little TikTok video or something about himself. This is relatively recently here where Muslims are fucking destroying people in the streets and the cops just stand by and watch, one. And two, there's no fucking international outrage.
Right.
There's no international outrage. There's no fucking prime minister getting on fucking late night TV saying you got to stop. No, it's just fucking Muslims attacking white people because they don't give a fuck about that.
It's the chump trumbler of the bobbies is the term you're looking for.
Oh, is that what it is?
Chump trumbler.
Well, I know a
bobbies.
nightstick is referred to as a truncheon. So.
Yeah, I've actually got one of those.
Do you really have a truncheon?
Oh, yeah, big time.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I don't have
Yeah,
one.
it's full on lead, buddy.
Play this video.
Attacks on the police, wanton violence alongside racist rhetoric. So no, I won't shy away from calling it what it is.
So they get sticks,
Far-right thuggery.
Yeah.
I got fucking
To those
2x4.
This is
feel
Muslims
targeted
attacking white people in the
because of the
streets.
colour
And this is
of
him
your
in the
skin
bottom right corner talking about
your
how
faith.
white people are attacking Muslims
I
this
know
week.
how frightening.
He didn't say a goddamn thing last week when this shit was going
I
down.
want you to know that this violent mob do not represent our country.
It sure does.
And we will bring them to justice.
This is their like fucking, they're going to try to spend this the way that America tried to spend January 6th in a lot of ways. And I just want to remind you of a few things, just a few things about, you've heard of the Crusades, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what's the general, Bob, what would you say the general thinking globally about the Crusades is? Especially from like a Democrat. for example.
Bad. We certainly get, the Christians certainly get an unfair share of the blame on that.
Sure. I'm gonna give you a brief list of countries that Muslims invaded before the first crusade, before the first time anybody fucking actually reacted to it from Europe. Syria, Libya, Lebanon, the Palestinian region, Jordan, all of those countries. France, Germany, England, shit.
Huh.
All of those countries were invaded. Not
Wait,
England.
when did they invade
not
England?
England. Not England.
Oh,
Excuse
okay.
me. Not England. It
Spain.
was Spain. Yeah, Spain. Excuse me.
The
Yeah.
Moors.
Spain.
All of North Africa, Greece.
All of North Africa.
Turkey. Turkey was Greek originally. Anatolia.
There's a list of about 17 or 18 countries that were fucking Christian countries that were invaded by Muslims
No, not just-
before the first crusade was launched.
Not even just Christian too. India and by
Yeah,
the
but
way,
we don't care about India, dude. It smells.
Stinks.
Fair enough. Even Iran
Stinks.
Iran,
Yeah, Iran,
was
yeah.
not original.
Yeah.
They are.
No, they were Zoroastrian.
Yeah, they're
back then,
Persians,
yeah.
man. The Persians just kind of went with
Yeah.
Islam because it was the prudent thing to do.
And then they got to the point where they were going to go for Eastern Europe, and Vlad the Impaler was like, nah.
Yeah. No, he impaled a couple people, as Vlads are wont to do, apparently. Yeah, but that's like, this isn't new. It isn't new that one group or another tries to assert dominance over each other, right, and take their territory. It's still going on now. This time, the fucking Muslims have just decided that they're going to fucking prey on toxic empathy. They're going to fucking sneak into people's countries and then outbreed them. It's a war, no matter how it fucking goes down. It's still a war. You got to get them the fuck out of here. Get them out.
I agree.
Get them out.
But
all
this
of
is
them.
happening everywhere. So this isn't just England. Ireland's going through it right now.
Scotland.
Scotland.
I mean, it's all of Europe. So the interesting thing about Europe is it's mostly African Muslims there. There's a bunch of Palestinians, some Middle Easterners. In the U.S., it's mostly Somalians and Middle Easterners, and then Latin Americans as well, right? Mm-hmm. So we don't care so much about most of the Latin Americans because they're all Catholic, right? So they at least understand something about right and wrong.
If you're going to build a crusade.
Get us more troops. Bring
Yeah.
them in.
Yeah. I mean, that's like if you want to here's the deal. If you are from El Salvador, and it sucks down there, right? Sure. Fucking sucks. You're trying to come to a real country and be a citizen of a real country. Two things. One, assimilate into American culture, right? We don't fucking act like retards here. We don't do that stupid bullshit. Two, for every Muslim you deport from our country, you got to do it yourself. You got to handle the financing and everything. But for everyone you get out of here, you get another family member in the country. Boom, 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 boom. Right?
You want your brother? You want your sister? Well, you got to get these two out of here. It's
get
up
this
to you.
motherfucker out of here. Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah. And meanwhile, the U.S. government this is going to be on fake news tomorrow, but I fucking kid you not. There's two stories that are on fake news tomorrow. That one of them I'm breaking, and it's about ICE. Fucked up. And now all the people here illegally aren't getting watched anymore. Well, I'll talk about that more tomorrow.
Okay.
But the truly crazy one is the U.S. government accidentally sent the Taliban a fuckload of money, like accidentally.
Really?
Yeah, a bunch. Like I don't know how
the wrong wire number.
No, it wasn't the wrong wire number. It was the right wire number. They just weren't supposed to send the money, and it's a bunch. So we'll talk more about that tomorrow as well.
Okay.
But that's what we're up to. That's what the United States is under attack. People are fucking 20 million motherfuckers over the last 15 years have illegally come into this country. One, we have no idea where any of them are. We don't really care, to be honest. Wow. Nobody's tracking on any of it. And they're outbreeding us, and they're fucking murdering and raping people. It's like, cool, let's get some money. You know what we're going to do? We're going to pay terrorists on accident.
A lot of women were asking after the last show, when are you going to start breeding? When are you going to get out there and start dropping loads?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just not pull out,
That might just be the plan, actually. Now that we're fucking going to start making real money off of this, these companies, I might just go full Elon and get 18 girls pregnant.
Why not, dude?
Yeah.
If you want any tips,
why not?
You let me know.
No, Bob, I don't want tips from you.
I don't miss.
Every time Bob ejaculates, a baby comes out. It's fucking ridiculous.
Did you plan yours, Bob? Like with the dates and everything on a calendar with that app?
2 out of the 3 were not with an app, but 2 out of 3 were planned, soft planned. We were just like, I guess we should try, and then bip.
Yeah.
And then went with the old wise tales, right?
Yeah, we tried for a girl this time, and we kind of there's no real way to try, but we did the old wives' tale stuff to try to make maybe.
What is it? I have a girl, and I didn't think anything about it.
Girls, the swimmers are stronger, but have more stamina. But,
yeah, they're marathoners.
Yeah, so if you fuck 4 or 5 days before ovulation, you're more likely to have a girl, basically.
We did that, and then on top helps as well. I guess gravity helps beat down the men a little bit.
Oh, you got to go mish.
Yeah, dudes are. No. She's on top.
Cowgirl, baby.
Oh, she's on top. Okay,
yeah.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
Male sperm are sprinters.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I think the female sperm also live longer, if I'm not mistaken.
That might be true too, yeah. But yeah, so it's essentially just giving them a sort of physical advantage any way you can.
Okay.
I mean, it's the only way a woman's going to get a physical advantage is if you give them one, right?
Yeah, sure is, dude. Sure is.
Fuck out of here.
But yeah, out of my 3, Bob, I didn't think anything of it, so I can't even remember.
Just out there dropping loads.
Yeah, that's it, dude. Just dropping loads and doing my best for America. So we got 3 honkies out of me. I've done my part.
I don't care what the race of the people are. If Americans have more American babies, that's what I want.
Oh, I'm saying no.
Because they're going to get raised as Americans. No, I understand.
I'm white, so I knew they were going to be honkies.
I just don't give a shit about that. That doesn't matter to me. What I care about is cultural American. That's what I care about.
Same.
That's it.
Yeah. Even the fucking Mexicans who come in here legally, dude. I'm appreciative, and I mean, it's awesome, man.
I have a shitload of Muslim friends that are cultural Americans, dudes who were pipe hitters in the Afghan army during the GWAT. A bunch of them are over here. And they, like, if you tried to start some shit with America, they would fuck you up.
Oh, yeah. They love this country.
That's it. That's the only fucking standard. Nobody cares what race or religion or any of that shit you are. But these people that are coming over now, waving fucking Palestinian flags and shit. I mean, honestly, I should start a company that sells Palestinian flags, and it has a little tracking device on it. And the dude just shows up, Mexican dude. Like, hey, I want to live here, bud. Sorry about your bad luck. Picks you up, throws you into the fucking ocean. Get out.
That's a great idea, man.
Goddamn right it is.
Because you could geo-track it
and
then just be like, oh, it was that fucking guy? This guy's going to support Palestine? Fuck you. You're gone, dude.
Yep.
You're out of here.
Yep.
I don't need to deal with you anymore.
It was like the type of thing too. I like to that point. Like it's just obnoxious. Like it's fine if you miss your food or whatever. There's certain. I want people to bring a certain part of their culture in, right? Because you want tacos, right?
Yeah.
You want that type of shit. But
I want Olive Garden.
I want
right.
tacos. I don't want cartels.
Yeah, exactly. Like you want certain parts of their culture, but not other parts of their culture. But it was like when I was in college, I would see people wearing like different. Like I would see people wearing like K-State shirts. They're going from Kansas City. My dad went there. I'm like, bitch, you were on Missouri's campus. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely fucking crazy. But I do feel like America's coming back. I feel like we're getting it back a little bit.
We're reorganizing right now. So a lot of middle class white people, women and men with low testosterone are moving to the left, and black people are moving to the right. Latinx are moving to the right.
Yep.
And the white people who want to be left alone are getting far more right than they probably need to be, right? But that's how it works. So
even the ratings for the Olympics, like people are gangbusters right now. I mean, through the fucking roof. I think there is a sense of pride for America and all the other shit. I really do.
The only thing I've really been, I haven't watched any of the Olympics except for I started watching the pole vault.
Oh, with that guy?
After that dude's giant hog fucking made him lose a medal. That sucks.
Pull
dude.
it up, Bob.
I mean,
this
I
guy
guess
had a dong on him, dude. My God.
I guess you're winning in life one way or the other, right?
Yeah.
Like you either win a medal or you got your fucking the entire world knows you have a giant dick now.
It's awesome, dude. Play the video here, Bob, on screen.
I don't know if we can play it.
Yes, you can. It's everywhere.
It's
this was
NBC though.
You're right. You're right. Fuck, man.
They're dicks about everything.
All right, well, just pause
Look at
it.
that.
I tell you what, Bob, just pause it
Right
on.
there.
Yeah, right there.
Look at that. That's his hog.
We can show that
That's
one
his
picture.
flaccid dick.
My God. It looks like he's smuggling a banana.
Yeah.
Out of the cafeteria.
So the whole world now knows. I don't know the guy's name. I just know that he's from France. He's got a giant dick.
Hogfather.
Yeah.
No need at that point.
Good for him, you know.
The other guy too, the Turkish shooter.
He's a stud. Fucking cat dude. He's got like a wife and 2 kids and a bunch of cats or some shit.
No, the wife left him for the butcher.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah,
he looks a lot happier now, to be honest.
The memes of this guy, he already got a deal out of it.
Yeah.
It showed up on my Facebook. He's doing some camera from over there, and he's talking about how great the camera is.
He said, "I don't."
The camera's so great that I don't even need to hold it to my face.
He said, "I don't need any special glasses. I'm a natural shooter." That's what he said.
Look at him. He's got his hand in his pocket.
Well, you do that.
Oh, really?
Some people do. Not everybody does, but a lot of people do.
Alanis Morissette does it.
Like you put your hand in your pocket to. The reason I do it when I shoot one-handed sometimes in competitions back in the days is so I'm not fucking leaning one way or the other with it. It just keeps it right up against your body.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because Bob, pull up the Chinaman who did it. He's got like some back contraption.
Oh, that's a rifle though. This is a pistol.
Yeah, but he was in the same competition, and it was weird to fucking see. Like he's got all this shit on him. That's not it.
Well, did that guy have a fucking flintlock? What the hell was that shit?
No, not it.
Not it. Keep going. You've seen it, Delco.
Just go to the same guy, but then there's comparison photos.
There's comparisons, yeah. There was a meme going around of what it's like. There it is.
Oh my God! What is all that stupid shit?
Describe this to the audience here, because I don't know what
I have no idea what's going
on. What
on.
he's doing here.
It looks like there's one of the eyes is covered so as not to be distracted. Maybe I don't know. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. I don't know how else you would use any of that shit.
It's very bizarre, right? And he ended up winning, I think, gold because the Turkish guy got silver.
That's a woman right there.
Okay.
This is a chick, but they were all using this shit.
They were all using this shit. And, like, I don't really get
why. And what kind of gun is that? It looks like an old-timey British gun that we used in the Revolutionary War.
I don't know. It looks like something made out of, what do you call that shit? An erector set or something.
It's wild,
it looks
right?
like there's guns. People used to talk about it. It used to be used for murders a lot in like the UK. It was in a movie with Colin Farrell, actually. You can just make like a single-use, single-shot gun. You get a bullet, and then but you put it on pipe and a piece of wood, and it's just like one single injector or whatever to spark it.
Is this so they don't get mass shooters at the Olympics?
Because
if you just give a dude a
maybe.
if you just give a dude a fucking Glock,
could you imagine?
Yeah, I mean it would be really funny, not funny, but it would be crazy
if this guy just turned around and killed somebody in the audience.
Yeah, I mean you would have to. I don't know that at that distance. What is this, like a 22 short or something like that? I don't know if you could even kill somebody from like 80 feet away or however far away they are. But can you imagine if there was a real shooting team with like real guns, like a fucking 308 rifle or some shit like that, and then it's like next up from Palestine, like oh shit, like no, we got to get out of here.
What's the picture on the right, Bob? Was that him arriving?
This?
Yeah. So he just literally rolled up like that, and then boom, got a silver medal. What a fucking gangster, dude. What a people were asking.
You never seen anybody put their offhand in their pocket to throw darts and shit before?
No. Never seen it.
That's pretty common.
But with this guy here, so the rumor is that he confirmed it later because they were like, oh man, it was the butcher. I guess his wife left him for the butcher, and he did this just to kind of feel some happiness inside. And he said he did get to keep the dog. And he goes, the story about the woman keeping the dog was untrue, and he posed with the dog afterwards. So he did get to keep the dog, but the wife did leave him for the butcher. And this was a nice little thing that he just wanted to do, of going to the Olympics and winning a medal, which is rad.
It's a dope cat.
I think it was a cat.
I saw a dog on Facebook, but
it's both. But
he's got two. He's got two.
Yeah,
good for him, dude.
He's gonna do okay though. I think.
Wait, do you think
too?
Is that cat from Men in Black that has the whole universe around its fucking neck there? What is that?
It might be. It's a little bell. You just let them know where it is. A little cute bell.
Oh, maybe he could take the cat to the Olympics, but not the dog. You know,
the bell's actually he practices shooting in the dark on the cat.
Oh, it'd be great. It'd be great. He would win though. He'd blow that fucking cat away in 10 seconds.
Oh no, you haven't seen the cat shoot before though.
That's true. Good looking dude though. I think he's gonna do all right. He's gonna do all right.
Yeah, I mean he'll probably he won. I don't know what his religion is. I mean it's probably Muslim,
From
but
Turkey. It looks like a doctor or something, maybe?
Erdogan is kind of a fucking lunatic Muslim, so I'm just thinking about if the government's going to sling puss at him. Probably not.
Probably not.
So he'll have to go find it himself.
Yeah. Now's the point of the show. We get to the Drinkin' Bro of the week. You can submit at drinkinbros.com while you're over there. Grab some merch. We got yard signs here, convicted felon Bob, if you want to bring it up. And then you can also submit for Drinkin' Bro of the week. It'll be emailed to us live on air, and we'll read it. We typically don't do Sunday shows, but flight got canceled, and I was late. I was about 4.5 hours late on Friday. We usually record the show on Friday, but we don't miss. We're for the fucking people here. Pop that up on screen there. These are pre-sale, and they're selling a shit ton. I wanted to ask you, do we have enough of these?
Oh, we got plenty, yeah. Okay, and we'll order more if they run out. Keep buying them.
Awesome. And then lastly here, we are working on a Drinkin' Bros app. Now, I've seen the first test of it. There's a message board that is unfiltered over there, and apparently you can just say whatever you want in the app.
Post any picture you want, too.
Yes.
I got to say.
It's dangerous.
We had that at Total Frat Move back in
Oh,
the day.
shit. Did you? How did it turn out?
It did not last.
On Apple?
Well, we had an app, but I'm saying we had message boards too.
Yeah. But so what was your app on Apple?
Yeah.
And then you had a message board?
Yes.
Tell me what happened, because I'm going back and forth with these guys right now.
A porno dump.
Yeah, we don't care.
We don't care about that. Did Apple nuke it, or did you guys?
I never got nuked by Apple.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
look. We kept the message boards off the app.
You did?
Because the message boards were a straight up porno dump.
Well, we're not doing that.
It was more than porn.
Yeah, I know it was more than porn, but it was a lot of porn.
Well, you can't post videos on this. So
yeah, it was like pics of like, it was like the type of shit I'd show you to make you puke.
Really?
Look, man, that's on you. That's on you. You can mute that person.
Because the guy goes, hey, do you want to have an admin for this? And I was like, no, I kind of just want to see what happens. And he goes, all right, man.
Gonna need one. I would recommend an admin.
Really?
Yeah, I would recommend asking a listener or two to run admin on that.
Well, we have them on Facebook right now, but the problem is, so like, here's the honest thing with ours and why the first page got nuked. People were just showing their gun pics where they were like, hey, man, I just bought a sweet gun, or hey, man, I'm at the range.
Yeah, and calling each other words that friends call each other that apparently aren't great. I guess I don't know what to tell you.
Anyways, it's coming. It'll be ready here in like 5 or 6 weeks, and then it'll have all of it on there: the podcast, the store, Hard AF, a message board, all the things that we've dreamed about forever. It appears that it's going to happen, but now after hearing Bob's story, am I going to see like fucking 80 dick pics in a row? Is that where we're headed?
Yeah, and also to that point, our former co-host at Softcore History, Jake, worked at the Chive for a while. They also have message boards, and it's just like, dude, it's a lot of gnarly shit.
All right.
Yeah, so I would ask somebody to watch the walls.
We'll see how it goes.
I'm not at all worried about that.
We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it'll be up and Adam, and then you don't have to worry about Zuckerberg anymore. All right, let's get to the Drinkin' Bros of the week. 2 people submitted at the same time, so fuck it, I'll just read it. Drinkin' Bros submission. This was, come on, man. DeAndrea Bobo Montana.
Bobo is a stage name, probably.
DeAndrea Bobo. Oh, no, I think it's DeAndrea Bobo, and then they're from Montana. They didn't say they're from Montana. Okay, you're from Montana. A few years, Ryan Bobo, and living active military 15 years, plus Space Force unicorn with all the soft experience, great dick, better finances, allows me to be the best mom and not worry about any of that outside world shit. Great husband and father. I know Ryan Bobo, so this is a real person. So that's his wife, DeAndrea Bobo. Okay, great. Yes, we know Ryan. He's fucking awesome. He's in Drinkin' Bros Sports, and he posts all the time, and I love that dude. So I actually know who this is. DeAndrea, yes, he is a great man, and cheers. Cheers to Ryan Bobo. Next up was Drinkin' Bros submission, Derek Sinclair from New York. It says, since Jesse was Latinx, there's an ongoing joke in Ross Patterson Revolution. Jessie, my wife's mom, told her that she was Mexican her entire life until she got the 23andMe done?
Yeah, it was 24 and a half, I think, for them.
It sure was. And it turned out it was indeed not Mexican, and it was Italian. So she didn't find that out until her late 30s, which was a fun game. So the person there living is Rodney. He's definitely living. So on Wednesday, 7/31/24, so shit, you're looking 5 days ago, TSA security manager Rodney, last name withheld, tackled a man and helped to detain a man with a loaded 9mm handgun in his backpack. The man put on his backpack in the X-ray, and it was diverted once the handgun was diverted, awaiting law enforcement response. Once the guy noticed his backpack was separated, he jumped on the rollers, reached over the plexiglass barrier, grabbed the backpack, and began running. Rodney led the charge along with several other TSA officers. Rodney delivered the initial blow while other TSA officers were able to separate the bag and hold the man until police arrived. I work as an explosive specialist at LaGuardia Airport and have known Rodney for many years, and he is an awesome dude. And the video can be found. Oh, shit. We got video of this fucking shit? God damn, dude. All right. Fuck. I don't think we can show this right now. Sorry. The video link you sent me is incorrect now, but I'm sure it updated for, it looks like a local news channel there in New York. But cheers. Cheers to you, Rodney. And if we ever see you out there in these streets, we'll give you a hug, dude. And a free 12-pack if we're carrying it. All right. Close this out. University of Michigan cans are done. They will be launched here they'll probably arrive in like 2 to 2.5 weeks up there. A lot of people have been DMing me about the stories regarding University of Michigan and the allegations that are going to happen this week. we'll chat about that on Drinkin' Bros Sports tomorrow. We'll save that for that because it's just as wild as we thought it was. And then University of Illinois cans are printing on Tuesday morning. So it was a shit ton. So this was the first round that went. Illinois cans print on Tuesday, and those will be shipped out, and they'll be in that state for the opening game, which D'Anthony and I will be at on August 29th at University of Illinois. We're still looking for a tailgate there.
It is.
We don't know anybody in Champaign.
The best flavor we've made.
Orange?
No, I'm sorry, the Michigan one.
Oh, yeah. Well, you haven't had the orange yet, Bob.
I know I haven't, but man, that Michigan one with maize and blueberries was so fucking good.
It's one of my faves, man. We've been knocking it out of the park lately. All these new flavors will be available in the next 30 to 60 days in your states. And thank you for all the support. Thanks for tuning in. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. Also, head on over to Spotify. It's just a 5-star, and you can walk away. Subscribe to the channel so Gary can get the fucking Hellcat. All right? There he is walking around in a fucking sling back there. Look at you.
Hey, somebody mentioned a Discord for Drinkin' Bros. I'm not totally sure what that is, but I'm going to look into it and maybe even admin it.
It's an audio channel. Well, it's
it's a chat. It's like a chat room.
I'm on it right now for softcore history.
It has audio as well.
No shit. You guys have one for softcore on Discord? How is it?
For Patreon, yeah.
Yeah, is it any good?
Yeah.
Okay. Shit. We'll look into it. I don't know nothing about Discord. I remember Tim Dillon was on it back in the day, and then he bounced from it. I don't really know the reason or why or anything else. But he was the first one I heard it from.
Discord is where a lot of like funny shit happens on Discord, like funny shit that's not funny. Like that's where allegedly the Thomas Matthew Crooks guy was in some gnarly Discords.
Yeah, and it's where it's where all the streamers groom children.
Yes.
as well.
Okay, cool.
That's where
including Mr. Beast guy.
It's where John Kitna's kid was sharing child porn.
Yeah.
The guy who was the quarterback at Florida.
All of this sounds positive.
Yeah. So we love it at Softcore History. We're all,
Yeah. Fucking A, dude.
It's just like a major chat room app, and so a lot of fucked up shit happens in there. But
Well, what's the difference if it's there or in our own app then? You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. You want to throw up a tit pic or a dick pic here and there? Who cares? I guess unless you're bombarded with it. I don't want to see every pic. Like, I don't want every post to be a dick pic, obviously.
No, like every third or fourth, maybe.
Yeah. Throw in a tit.
Didn't that one 19-year-old who's in the military who leaked a bunch of classified shit, didn't he do it because of some Discord he was in where he was like, check this out, boys. I think he was in a weird Discord too.
You're talking about Bradley Manning?
No. The one that like no one talks about. It was like a 19-year-old from like 2 years ago, a year ago.
I don't know. I don't pay any attention to those fucking gaylords. Got shit to do, man.
We appreciate you tuning in, kids. For D'Anthony Hollaway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Drinkin' Bros podcast. Good night.